Guys, please don't tell me everyone's gonna die.
Close to the sun.
This does not look good. Be safe, Luthor. I hope we can avoid a fight. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. 2 of 3 say nothing. 3 of 3 responses, but
Okay,
this does not look good. Be safe, Luthor. I hope we can avoid a fight. I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
yeah, I'll say the second one, I think, cause...
Yeah,
it would just be, no one deserves to be, like, I don't know, hurt here, especially because, like, they didn't agree to this. Like, self-harm charges, I don't know. This isn't good, okay?
responded. Luthor heard your message. Or yawned. She said, enough standing around.
Yeah, of course you're calm and happy about this.
She motioned to her Crystalous group. Zori said, who wants to fight with me today? All of the Crystalous raised their fists into the air. Aren't you going to fight us alone? Zori said, there's 5 of you. Ash trembled and said, Zori, I'm not really a warrior. Ellipsis. Zori said, that's too bad. You should have spent more time getting stronger so you could have done something today instead of hold your people back.
Oh my gosh! This person is so mean! Guys! Oh my gosh. Zori, please just reconsider what you're doing right now, please. It's not Ash's fault that, like, they don't want to fight and that they aren't fighters.
Ash swallowed hard, looking crestfallen. A.C. said, don't worry, Ash. I can't handle any Crystalous rock girl sends our way.
Oh my god.
Ash looks even more down inward.
Oh my god, come on. Yeah, Ash, no one deserves this, okay? No one deserves this. Stop it.
If you fight us alone, Zori, there's a greater chance you'll get your crystals shattered. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Zori paused before she smiled and said, I like the idea. Besides, I'm already too much for any of you to handle. Ash looked up at Luthor with gratitude and relief. The Crystalous crowd cheered as Zori took to a battle stance and said, prepare yourselves.
Oh my gosh. Please, no!
Oliver and A.C. both drew out their swords.
No, guys, no! This is actually gonna happen!
Indra stepped in front of Oliver and A.C. and said, this is my fight. Let me handle it.
Oh my gosh, no! No!
She said, Aqua's Ultima's nearly human. Snow swirled around Zori and a metal cage formed.
Wow.
Zori grabbed onto the metal bars and began to pull them apart with sheer strength.
That is not good. That is the worst sign ever.
Wasting no time, Indra said, Aqua's Ultima's nearly human. Snow swirled and a robot taller than Zori formed. Zori charged out of the cage at a robot in front of her. The robot crossed its arms in an X shape in front of its chest and a giant shield formed.
Oh my god.
Instead of running around it, Zori ran into the shield and continuously punched it.
What? Okay, maybe Indra's, like, attacks will just, like, stop her, make her reconsider, you know? Make her realize that this won't work.
She yelled and said, you think anything can stop me? Indra used her ultimate spell to convert more and more snow into shield robots until a wall of robots surrounded Zori with their shields, boxing her in. Zori continued to punch out a robot's shield. A.C. said, why isn't Rock Girl jumping over the robots? Oliver said, Crystalous can't jump by themselves, or at least not very high. A.C. shook his head and placed his sword fully back into his hilt. He said, I was looking forward to a good fight, but it looks like Rock Girl has already lost.
I don't think this is a good idea, AC. Like, she freaking pulled apart a metal cage. A metal cage, okay? So maybe don't let your guard down just yet.
Ash said, I just want all of this to be over.
Yeah, me too, Ash. Me too. I want this all to end before anything bad happens. Like, this shouldn't have even begun, let alone ended.
Luthor looked over his shoulder at Ash. I promise you, Ash, everything is going to be okay. Ash said, I'm just terrified that I'll hold us back. Ellipsis.
Oh my gosh, Ash, you will not. I'm sure you genuinely have skills that help.
Oliver said, your brother's right. Everything is going to be okay. In the meantime, do you have any questions about the fight, Ash? You can learn a lot about fighting just by observing.
I mean, it's a good distraction, but, like, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to be distracting Ash right now.
Ash nodded and said, yeah, I want to get stronger. Ash looked over at Ori, who was still punching a robot's shield with vigor. Ash said, why didn't Ori just run around the robots in the beginning? She had time before she
Yeah.
got surrounded.
Yeah, I don't get this.
Oliver smiled. That's a good question, Ash. Oliver said, I think Master Frost predicted that Ori was the type to attack head-on, Ash. Ash's face brightened. Ash said, wow, that's amazing, Master Frost.
Yeah, that is literally amazing. Like, I don't know, she's good at predicting people, I guess. I mean, am I surprised that this rock girl, as AC calls her, is punching robots? I don't know.
Indra nodded and said, let's keep alert. The fight isn't over.
Yeah, exactly.
Ori grunted a battle cry as she dug her hands beneath the robot's shield until she lifted the robot into the air.
That's a bad sign.
Ash and Ace's eyes widened as they looked at the large robot that Ori held above her head.
That's a very bad sign.
A look of triumph on her face. Zori shouted, I told you nothing can stop me. She tossed the robot at Indra.
Oh my gosh!
Indra raised her arm as the robot flew towards her. Indra raised her arm as the robot flew towards her. The robot turned back to water as soon as it made contact with Indra's hand.
Oh my gosh,
drenching her in
yeah,
water.
that! I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, that is literally a pro battle skill.
Indra's master's cloak prevented her from being soaked, but her hair was wet.
Oh my gosh, that is yes.
Indra touched her hair and said, Aquatus Magnus, extract water. Droplets of water from Indra's hair started floating out and collecting in her open palm.
She has such amazing powers, guys. Like, Indra is genuinely making me want to be a water mage right now.
Indra's hair dried up and she let the water that collected in her palm drop to the ground. Ori laughed as she lifted another robot into the air. Luthor narrowed his eyes at Zori's hand. You lost, Zori. Zori said, what are you talking about? Zori said, what are you talking about? I've only begun. Look at your hand. Zori gazed up at her hands holding up the robot. One of her crystal knuckles was jagged. A piece of crystal had broken off.
Yes! Yes, guys! Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Is this actually all over? Please tell me this is all over. Oh my gosh! I can't believe that her crystal has already been broken. Like one of them. Oh my gosh!
Oliver crossed his arms and smiled. Indra pushed her blue-rimmed glasses up her nose. Indra pushed her blue-rimmed glasses up her nose. She said, good noticing, Master Timecrest. My eyesight. Oliver. Indra pushed her blue-rimmed glasses up her nose. She said, good noticing, Master Timecrest. My eyesight is not what it used to be, but I thought the shield robot would do a bit of damage if Ori continues to punch it.
Exactly, yeah.
Ori looked down at her cracked hands in dismay before her expression changed to excitement. She raised her damaged hand into the air and the other Crystalous cheered. Indra said, Zori, will you summon General title now?
Please.
Zori said, he's already here.
What?
Zori crossed one arm over her chest and bowed as the circle of Crystalous parted and a Crystalous stepped forward from the back.
What does this mean? Okay.
Adriel Tidal is the smallest Crystalous amongst the group, shorter than Zori and only a little taller than Oliver, who is the tallest in Luthor's group.
Oh,
All of the
wow.
crystals on his body are sharp and jagged. The other Crystalous broke the circle surrounding Luthor's group and backed away from Adriel, forming a row behind him. The Crystalous were deathly quiet, crossing their arms in front of their chests and bowing to Adriel's back as he walked over to Indra.
I don't know if this is good or not. I honestly don't. I mean, I'm assuming that all the fighting is over, right? But,
The creatures that the Crystalous rode raised their heads and howled in salute to Adriel.
oh wow. Even they.
Adriel stopped as he crossed paths with Zori, who was returning to join the other Crystalous. Adriel said, I am disappointed in you, Zori. Your enemies outsmarted you because you didn't take time to understand them. Zori lowered her head and said, I'm sorry, General. I'll do better next time. Adriel placed a hand on Zori's head. He said, congratulations on your first broken crystal. Zori's mood immediately improved. She said, thank you, General. Zori rejoined the other Crystalous. Adriel approached Indra. He said, will you fight me, Master Frost?
Oh my gosh. More fighting? More fighting? No. No, she will not.
Indra said, I'm not here to fight you, General Title.
Exactly.
Adriel said, I do not wish to take your title as Master of Water until I have shown my people I can defeat you in battle.
Oh my gosh. Why do you need to do that? She already defeated one of your kind. Like, if you wanted to be defeated, you should have just stepped forward to begin with. Like, come on. Are you trying to kill everyone? Or, actually, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they are, guys. Maybe that's the whole aim of this. I don't know. It's just, it's not looking good.
Indra said, I just want to talk and get to know you.
Exactly.
General Tribal. I don't even plan to attend my own tribunal. You
No
can have my seat at the master's
violence.
table.
No violence, please.
Adriel smiled before he jumped into the air and landed in front of Luthor.
What?
Luthor's eyes widened as he reached behind him to push Ash further away. But Adriel had already grabbed onto Luthor's wrist with one hand, tossing him easily out of the way, before stabbing Ash through the shoulders with a jagged crystal on his other
Oh
hand.
my gosh! This guy, go away! Ash did nothing wrong! What are you doing?
Luthor's eyes widened as he saw blood pour down from Ash's shoulder.
Oh my
Luthor clutched his
gosh!
chest for a moment. System message. Ash, no. 1 of 1 responses. But Ash, no.
Please, oh my god! Oh my gosh, guys, no! They need to actually get out!
Responded. Ash, no. The blue glow of the pocket watch pulsated in Luthor's pocket. Indra, Oliver and A.C. all looked stunned from how quickly things had turned.
Yeah, what happened? What just happened? There is no need for this!
Adriel said, do you want to know the type of man I am? Master Frost. There is no better way to get to know someone than through a battle.
Yeah, now I think we know what kind of man you are, Adriel. You are a horrible man, okay? Go away!
Gravitas summatus, calcium poor. Luthor dashed up to Adriel and grabbed onto Adriel's arm that had stabbed Ash, but Luthor's spell had no effect. Adriel said, Crystalous have no bone. Master Timecrest.
Oh my...
And you're moving... Adriel said, Crystalous have no bone. Master Timecrest. And your moving air spell won't be able to lift us Crystalous easily either. Adriel said, but don't worry. I don't intend quick deaths for you all today.
Why do you want to kill them? What did they do wrong?
Ash groaned as Adriel pulled out his crystal from Ash's wound.
Oh my gosh! Guys, these people are actually horrible. Like, what? I don't even know how to react. Just like, stop it!
Luthor and A.C. both tried to catch Ash before Ash slid to the ground. Luthor pressed one hand against Ash's shoulder wound.
What is wrong with the
propped Ash up.
Crystalous? What is wrong with the Crystalous? What is wrong with them?
Luthor's hand trembled as Ash's blood poured out.
Did they just have no compassion? They just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill off these innocent people who haven't done anything. Like, why?
Ash looked up at Luthor and said, Brother, I'm sorry. Ellipsis. Ash passed out.
Oh my gosh!
A.C. said, Ash, you better not die on me. You hear that? A.C. looked scared. Luthor felt his heart pound. He shook his head. Luthor felt his heart pound. He shook his head. Luthor felt his heart pound. He shook his head. Luthor tried to teleport away with Ash, but he couldn't teleport.
Oh my gosh.
Adriel glared down at Luthor and said, running is not an option today. Master Timecrest.
Why do you want to kill them all? What are your motives for this? There is no reason you should kill all of these people. Let them go. Let them go. Indra is literally willing to surrender. Let them go.
Luthor didn't register Adriel's words. Luthor didn't register Adriel's words. His entire focus is on Ash and keeping his hand pressed against the shoulder wound. Gravitas melior summatus, calcium repair. The bones in Ash's shoulder healed, but Ash continued to bleed.
Oh my gosh.
Ash's blood turned the icy ground red. Indra knelt down and said, Aquatus ultimus, nearly human. Snow swirled around Luthor's hand and Ash's wound. Adriel continued to Luthor, he said, for people who have bone in them, your gravitas spells would mean instant death. Adriel said, but even so, you only went for my arm, Master Timecrest. You never intended. Adriel said, but even so, you only went for my arm, Master Timecrest. You never intended to kill me even though I just gravely wounded your family. Oliver said, Visfatus ultimus, lightning blade arena. A large radius of ground underneath everyone turned yellow. Sparks travelled up Oliver and A.C.'s legs as they stood on the area of yellow.
Okay.
A blade of lightning formed in Oliver's hand. Oliver disappeared and reappeared next to Adriel, travelling instantaneously through the lightning blade arena and striking Adriel with the blade that formed.
Oh wow, okay. This is a bad time to be impressed by lightning magic, but I am so impressed by that spell, guys. But I don't know, hopefully that can keep Adriel busy. Like, poor Ash, oh my gosh.
Adriel took the brunt of Oliver's attack without even blocking. He said, do you want to kill me? Good. At least someone is serious about fighting. Adriel grabbed at Oliver, but Oliver disappeared and reappeared again to strike Adriel.
That is quite cool. It's like he can literally teleport.
Oliver landed hit after hit in such quick succession that Adriel began to stagger.
Thank
Oliver's
goodness.
attacks pushed Adriel around the arena until he was far from Luthor and the others.
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you, Oliver.
The Crystalous crowd roared loudly with excitement at the sight of their general battling the Master of Lightning. The Crystalous crowd roared loudly with excitement at the sight of their general battling the Master of Lightning. Ori looked spellbound. Luthor felt something beneath his hand that pressed against Ash's wound. The bleeding slowed. Indra said, "The bandage is done. You can lift your hand now, Luthor."
Oh, she made a bandage. That's so smart. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hopefully Ash will be okay, guys. I'm genuinely worried. I'm actually genuinely worried. Oh my gosh. Ash does not deserve this.
Luthor's hand trembled and he hesitated before he slowly lifted his hand off of Ash's wound. A look of utter relief overcame Luthor when he saw that Ash is no longer bleeding. A.C. said, "You did it. Master Frost, is Ash going to be okay?"
Hopefully.
Indra nodded and said, "Ash lost a lot of blood, but should be okay if we can get to a healer soon."
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness, guys. Oh my gosh, I was so worried. I was actually so worried.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Luthor took Ash from A.C. and cradled Ash in both arms for a moment before swallowing hard.
Oh my god.
A.C. Master Frost, can you both watch over Ash for me? Indra said, "What are you planning, Luthor?"
Yeah.
"I'm going to help Oliver.
Okay.
Adriel won't let us run and we can't teleport out of here, so fighting him is the only way."
Yeah, literally. I really, really, really hope that they can get out of here without any, like, lives being taken, but, like, Adriel seems to just not be giving them a choice in matter at all. Like, none.
In the distance, Oliver's struggle with Adriel can be heard. Indra said, "Yes, it looks like I can't avoid fighting today, but you can." She said, Aqua's Ultima's nearly human. Soon a floating machine, resembling a circular sectional couch appeared. Indra said, "Get on and fly out of Icecade with Ash. Master Timecrest."
What?
It's voice controlled, so just tell it what you want.
What? Why? No. We're not leaving you.
Indra looked at A.C. and said, "You too, A.C. Get on." A.C. said, "I'm not leaving without my brother. What about you, Master Frost? How are you?" A.C. said, "I'm not leaving without my brother. What about you, Master Frost? How are you going to get out of here if you can't touch the things you make without them changing back to water?"
Yeah, exactly.
Indra said, "I'm going to stay and fight too.
No.
I can't let someone like Adriel become the next Master of Water."
But, yeah, but, like, we can't just leave you. There's no way.
Indra said, "I don't like that you're staying too, A.C. I'm going to make another flying couch for you and Oliver the next chance I get." A.C.'s expression grew dark as he looked at Ash. A.C.'s expression grew dark as he looked at Ash. A.C. said, "I'm not leaving until I kill that damn rock man for hurting Ash." Luthor scooped up Ash into his arms. "Thank you, Indra and A.C. Thank you both so much." Indra shook her head. She said, "Don't thank me. It's my fault we are all here to begin with. I was the one who needed to meet Adriel Tidal and I can't say for sure that I don't like him."
I mean, to be fair, you didn't know that this would happen, Indra. Like, you genuinely didn't know. So this is literally none of your fault. I mean, okay, I guess it is good that they're getting out, but also, like, I don't like the fact that they're, like, having to leave. I don't like the fact that Luthor and, like, is having to leave Indra and, like, Oliver and AC to fight. Like, I really don't like the look of that, because, like, what if they have to fight all of the Crystalous or something? Like, it's really, really looking not, like, good at all. So, like, I really don't think they should leave, but, like, there's nothing else they can really do, and Ash really does need help. So, yeah.
She pushed up her glasses and said, "I was looking forward to retirement, but I have to fight to keep my master's seat." In the distance, Adriel shouted, "Aquatus summitus, abyssal pressure." Luthor froze as the flying couch he was about to place Ash on collapsed and broke apart in front of him.
Oh my gosh, no.
Adriel shouted, "We are surrounded by ocean, which means my abyssal pressure has enough power to destroy anything Master Frost creates with ease." A.C. withdrew his sword, disappeared and reappeared behind Adriel, traveling through Oliver's lightning blade arena. A.C. slammed his sword into Adriel and said, "If you want to fight, you got one, you damn rock."
Yes, exactly. I mean, well, yeah, I don't want them to fight, but, like, I don't know, like, at least AC's perfectly willing, I guess, but, like, I don't know, like, I really want them all to just leave, guys. Like, fighting is cool and all, and this arena is amazing, and this would be a cool situation, except for the fact that Ash is literally dying, basically, and also, I don't want anyone else to get hurt. Like, I just want them all to get out of there.
A.C. sword shattered.
What?
A.C. stared in stunned silence at his broken blade. The Crystalous general grabbed A.C.'s hand holding the sword and closed down on it with his fist.
Oh my
starting to
gosh,
crush
no!
A.C.'s hand slowly.
Let go of him!
A.C. screamed in pain, dropping his broken sword on the ice.
You freaking maniac! Let AC go!
Oliver appeared next to Adriel and shouted, I'm your opponent, Adriel. Adriel caught Oliver's blade. Adriel caught Oliver's blade. Oliver's eyes widened. Adriel said, you were slow in that attack. The cries of pain from this one must be bothering you, Master Crane. Adriel gave C's hand another squeeze and C cried out in pain.
Let go of him, you literal monster! Oh my gosh! Luthor, please do something, or I don't know.
Oliver gritted his teeth and disappeared out of Adriel's clutches before reappearing to hit him again.
Someone do something! Oliver, please just, I don't know. Like, come on.
Adriel let go of C to deal with Oliver.
Oh my gosh!
C writhed on the ground clutching his mangled hand.
Get out of there! Get out of there, AC!
Luthor closed his eyes for a moment before laying Ash gently down on the ice. Luthor closed his eyes for a moment before laying Ash gently down on the ice. Luthor took off his cloak and wrapped Ash up in it.
Oh.
Levitas Ultimus, like air. Luthor changed into a gust of air and appeared next to C. He touched C's broken hand. Gravitas Melior Summatus, calcium repair.
Oh my gosh, yes! Yes!
The crushed bones in C's hand healed. C got up to his knees and said, thanks, Master Timecrest. C said, Viscitus Melior Magnus, positive lightning. A sort of pure white energy formed in C's other hand. A sort of pure white energy formed in C's other hand. C. Adriel said, I'm going to get him this time.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I really don't know.
Stay back.
Yeah,
C,
please.
or you'll interfere with your brother's fight.
Please.
C gritted his teeth and said, what am I supposed to do then? I want go. C gritted his teeth and said, what am I supposed to do then? I want to help. Go Gardash. I'm
Yeah,
counting on
exactly.
you. C. After a moment, C nodded and said, with my life.
Oh my
Alert,
gosh,
low
yes.
battery.
Okay. Hopefully Adriel doesn't touch either of them, because oh my word, they're literally kids, okay? They're literally
System
kids.
message. Luthor is, I wish I could do something to help too. One of one responses.
Yeah, like I'm
button.
literally just sitting here like watching this and I'm just like, I can't do a single thing. I
wish I could do something to help too. One of one responded. Luthor heard your message. Descriptive. Luthor heard your message. The blue glow of the watch pulsated in Luthor's cloak pocket, which is wrapped around Ash. Descriptive. The blue glow of the watch pulsated. Adriel caught Oliver's sword again. Adriel said, I can't see you're getting tired, Master Crane. Oliver said, Viscitus Ultimus, lightning blade fulmin. Descriptive. Oliver said, Viscitus descriptive help button. Oliver said, Viscitus Ultimus, a giant sword, with a glowing yellow blade, appeared in his hand. He slammed the sword into Adriel's stomach, sending him in the air.
Oh my gosh.
Descriptive. A pillar of lightning came down and engulfed Adriel as he flew upwards. Oliver traveled upwards through the lightning pillar until he is above Adriel.
Wow, okay.
Descriptive. A pillar of lightning came down and engulfed Adriel as he flew upwards. With all his might, Oliver slammed down his sword on Adriel, sending him downwards at immense speed. Adriel crashed down onto the ice. The surface of the ice cracked a bit from the impact.
How is that not breaking? This guy's made of rock, and if he fell from like really high, how is that ice not breaking right now?
Oliver landed on his feet and fell to his knees panting. Oliver landed on his feet and fell to his knees panting. The lightning blade fulmined and disappeared. The lightning blade arena faded.
That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign.
Adriel laid on the ice, his arms and legs stretched out. Jagged crystals that broke off his body can be seen around him along with chunks of shattered ice.
Oh my gosh. Is that guy dead now?
Indra said, Aquatus Ultimus, nearly human. Snow swirled above Adriel. A large, solid metal block formed and fell down. Adriel rolled out of the way and the block crashed through the ice, shattering it and plunging into the ocean. Adriel laughed and said, Excellent. I can tell you're trying to kill me with everything you have, Master Frost. Adriel said, But is this block really the best you have? I'll give you... Adriel said, But is this block really the best you have? I'll give you some credit for breaking through Icecade ice, but can't you make anything more exciting?
This isn't free excitement. This is a fight that we were all forced into against our will, and we're trying to get through it. Now shush, and I don't know.
Indra said, Aquatus Ultimus, nearly human. Another block appeared and crashed down. Adriel jumped out of the way and the block broke the ice and fell into the ocean. Levitas Ultimus, like air. Luthor appeared next to Adriel. Adriel lunged at Luthor. Levitas Ultimus, like air. Adriel swing at air. Luthor reformed behind Adriel. Adriel took another swing when another one of Indra's metal blocks dropped down. Levitas Ultimus, like air. Luthor easily dodged, but so did Adriel. Luthor easily dodged, but so did Adriel. Adriel smirked and said, "Too bad your powers put you at a disadvantage versus Crystalous. Master Timecrest. You're nothing but a useless distraction."
These people are insane.
Luthor started reforming again behind Adriel. Luthor pressed his hands against Adriel's jagged crystals. As Luthor's hands changed back from wind to flesh, they formed around Adriel's crystals. Luthor cried out in pain for a moment. He closed his eyes. Gravitas Magnus, calcium rich. The bones in Luthor's hand hardened around Adriel's crystals. The bones in Luthor's hand hardened around Adriel's crystals. Adriel tried to pull away, but he was stuck. A large, solid metal block formed above Adriel and fell down. At the last moment, Levitas Ultimus, like air. Luthor changed back to air form and travelled back to Ashenday, sea. The block crashed down on Adriel, crushing him into the ice. The ice shattered and Adriel and the block both plunged down into the ocean.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. I mean, okay. I'm genuinely glad that they've managed to actually defeat that guy. Like, oh my word. Oh my word, that was actually horrific. Like, why? But like, I don't know. Like, is he just dead?
A.C. said, "Way to go, Master Timecrest and Master Frost. I hope that damn rock sinks to the bottom of the ocean."
Oh.
Zori and the Crystalous stared in stunned silence. Gravitas Melior Summitus, calcium repair. The bones in Luthor's hands healed. Indra made her way back to Luthor and said, "Nicely done, Master Timecrest." Luthor paused and lowered his gaze. Luthor paused and lowered his gaze. His hands are bloody and torn. "Did I kill him?"
It wasn't you who did it though. Like it was kind of necessary. Like, that guy would have actually killed all of you. And B, like, you didn't actually kill him. You weren't the one who did it.
Oliver also made his way back to the group. Luthor looked down at Ash, who slept inside Luthor's cloak. Luthor looked down at Ash, who slept inside Luthor's cloak. Luthor swallowed hard and shook his head. "Master Frost, can you create the flying couch? Master Frost, can you create the flying couch? This is our chance to escape."
Yeah, exactly. Before the other crystals literally go ballistic.
"If one of us carries you, and we're careful to make sure you don't touch any part of the couch, would you be able to come with us?"
Come on.
Indra's eyes widened. Her face turned a bit red. She said, "Yes, ellipses. I think that will work, but I'm quite heavy." A.C. said, "Nah, I could probably carry you with one arm, Master Frost." Oliver said, "Indra, you're coming with us. You're not going to die here, okay?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, you've done so much to help, and you're so nice. Like, you are not dying. You are literally not dying here.
Indra slapped her forehead and said, "Yes, you're right. I absolutely think your idea will work, Master Timecrest." Oliver smiled and A.C. said, "Let's get out of here and get Ash to a healer."
Please, come on, come on.
Indra said, "Aquatus Ultimus, nearly." The ice around them began to shake and crack.
What? What?
The ice broke apart and Adriel jumped out from the ocean and landed near Luthor's group.
What the frick? What?
Many of his jagged crystals had broken off.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Oliver's eyes widened. Oliver said, "How did you get back up?"
Yeah,
"You should have sunk all the way to the bottom."
How is this guy still alive?
As if answering Oliver's question, a large creature from the depths poked its head out from underneath the broken ice. Adriel patted the creature on its head before it retreated back into the water.
Oh my gosh.
Adriel eyed Luthor's group. Adriel eyed Luthor's group. No longer smiling. Adriel eyed Luthor's group. No longer smiling. Adriel said, "Aquatus Summitus, abyssal pressure."
Oh my gosh.
Everyone in Luthor's group, except for an unconscious Ash, shared the same expression of dread.
Yeah, what on earth is he gonna do, guys? What is he gonna do? Oh my gosh.
Soon Luthor felt an overwhelming pressure on him. He clutched his chest.
Oh my gosh! What?
Luthor dropped to his knees and covered Ash's body with his own. Oliver, Indra and A.C. also dropped to their knees, clutching their chests. Indra said, "You could have targeted the spell at us at any time. You were just..." Indra said, "You could have targeted the spell at us at any time. You were just playing with us, Daryl."
Yeah, literally, what is wrong with you?
Adriel said, "Yes, I wanted you all to feel hope before I take it away." "What do you want, General Tybal?"
Yeah! Why are you doing this? What is wrong with you? What do you want exactly? Because I thought, from what was said that you wanted to be a master. But, no, you're trying to kill everyone. Is that what you want? Everyone dead?
We came here in peace.
Yeah.
If you want to kill us, fine. But let
Exactly.
us teleport our siblings away.
Yeah. Well, no, but, like, I don't know, give them the option.
Adriel said, you don't have to die today, Master Timecrest. Just use your Liger spell. Luthor continued to cover Ash's body. He winced as he saw Ash's face contort in pain.
Oh my
Ash felt
gosh.
the effects of Adriel's spell as well. I'm not going anywhere. Tell me what you want, Adriel Tidal.
Exactly.
And I'll do it.
Exactly.
Oliver and Indra nodded. Oliver and Indra nodded. Oliver said, yes, tell us what you want. We'll give you anything. Adriel said, yes, beg. But you see, I am Adriel Tidal. I do not need... Adriel said, yes, beg. But you see, I am Adriel Tidal. I do not need anything from anyone.
Why are you doing this then?
Adriel raised both hands into the air and said to the Crystalous, 3 Masters of Valencia will die at my hands today.
Why? Why though? Stop. Just stop. Take a minute to think about what you're doing.
The Crystalous all cheered. Zori had an extremely proud expression on
Why
her
are
face.
they all so happy about this? Is this literally why they invited them to kill them? Literally.
Adriel said, the Crystalous are meant to rule all of Valencia. The rest of the world are weak. The weak are meant to serve.
Is that why you're doing this? Is that why you're doing this? To prove that everyone's weak? What are you gonna do after this?
Luthor looked down at Ash.
These people don't deserve this.
No, Ellipsis, why did I take you here today? I
Oh
keep
my
hurting you. Luthor scooped up Ash and tried to crawl away on his knees. Adriel said, didn't I tell you running isn't an option? There is no... Adriel said, didn't I tell you running isn't an option? There is no escape from my abyssal pressure. Luthor collapsed. He felt the pain in his chest grow larger and larger. Luthor managed to take out the pocket watch from his cloak wrapped around Ash. If I die, I can't get revived. What about Ash? What about Ash?
Come on. Come on. This is so unfair. This is so unfair. None of these people deserve this. They're all gonna die. They're all literally gonna die, guys.
If I die, what time period will I end up in? If I end up back in the past, will my parents die? What's the best thing to do? What should I do?
You literally can't do anything. That's the problem. That's literally the problem. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
System message. I'm sorry, Luthor. Ellipsis. 1 of 2 response. I don't know if I can revive Ash. I don't know what's going to happen. 2 of 2.
I'll just
I'm
say
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Because I don't know what to do.
Here's.
I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know. They're literally all gonna die.
Responded. The blue glow of the pocket watch pulsated. Luthor clawed his fingernails into the ice. I need more time to think. Luthor shook his head. Please. Is there something you can do?
I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know what I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. I'm literally powerless right now.
Adriel said. Now, all of you wicklings just die. Aquatus Ultimus. Abyssal pressure.
No! Oh my gosh! Stop it, please! Please, please, please.
The pressure increased and the ice began to crack and break underneath Luthor and Ash. Luthor closed his eyes. Al? System message.
No! No! Don't do it, don't do it.
Stop! The response shimmers green, indicating magical power.
Oh my gosh.
1 of
guys.
1.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, could I actually do something? Please tell me I can actually do something.
Messages.
Please, oh my gosh, please.
A brilliant blue glow emanated from the pocket watch. Time is frozen around Luthor.
Okay, what does this do though? Like, can he...
For a fraction of a moment, the pocket watch glowed a little red. Luthor blinked at Adriel, who was no longer moving. I no longer feel Adriel's abyssal pressure.
Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my gosh, really? Really? Oh my gosh!
Luthor looked around. Everyone, Oliver, Indra, the Crystalous and the creatures they rode in on, even the falling snow, were still. Luthor looked down at the pocket watch in his hand.
I can't believe this. Guys, oh my gosh. I can't believe this. I'm actually... Please tell me they can get out of there. Please.
Did you just freeze time?
I guess?
System message. Oh my gosh. Yes, I did freeze time. 1 of 4 response. You're able to move during my time freeze. 2 of 4 response. You should
yeah.
get out of there while you can. I don't know how long the time freeze will last. 3 of 4. I saw the red glow. Did you see me freeze time, Alvin? 4. System met. Oh my gosh. Yes. I did freeze time.
I'm saying the first one because it literally reflects exactly how I feel right now. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They were all so close to dying. Please tell me he can get everyone out of there somehow. Like, I don't know how this is even gonna work. Like, what are they gonna do?
Oh my gosh. Luthor smiled. You froze time. Luthor laughed. You froze time.
Yeah, I don't know. Please just, I don't know, get out of there somehow.
System message. Luthor phased. System message. Luthor's teleporting. Luthor phased out and phased back into the same spot. Good. All magic seems to be nullified during your time freeze except for mine.
Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
Luthor squeezed the pocket watch. Thank you.
I'm sorry I couldn't help earlier, but I'm so glad it worked. Oh my gosh, guys, I genuinely got so scared.
System message. Luthor's teleporting the group.
Oh my gosh.
The group phased onto Luthor's wind platform on Unity.
Oh my...
Luthor picked up Ash into his arms.
I can't believe that just happened. I actually can't. Oh my god.
Ash is breathing peacefully. The shoulder wound is still sealed by Indra's magic. Oliver, A, C, and Indra looked in shock and relief at the familiar sight of Unity. A, C, said, what happened? Are we... A, C, said, what happened? Are we dead? Indra rubbed her head and said, I don't think so. Indra rubbed her head and said, I don't think so. The last thing I remember is the crushing force of Adriel's ultima's abyssal pressure. Oliver and Indra both looked at the open pocket watch in Luthor's hand. Oliver said, do you know why we're back on Unity? We need to get Ash to a healer. I know a good one. Dr. Crawford.
Come on, come on, come on. Ash can't die now. Ash can't die, guys. Ash can't die. Ash can't die, okay?
Oliver grabbed onto Luthor's shoulder. He said, tell me what happened, Luthor.
What? Stop focusing on this and just get Ash to a healer.
A, C, said, who cares, brother? We got out.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Exactly.
Let's get Ash to this Dr. Crawford.
Come on.
Oliver squeezed Luthor's shoulder. Oliver squeezed Luthor's shoulder. Luthor, right, Oliver. You want to know what happened? You want to know what happened? My counterpart froze time and saved us.
Exactly. Like,
You were all frozen except for me and I teleported us out. That's what happened. If I had given up the pocket watch like you all wanted me to, we would be dead. Luthor closed his eyes and tightened his grip around Ash.
I am so glad you're not dead. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that, like, I didn't expect things to go that far. Like, I don't even know if I can recover from this. Like, oh my gosh.
Ash would be dead.
Literally.
A, C, looked confused. He said, I still don't get what happened. Oliver dropped his hand from Luthor's shoulder. He said, I'm sorry, Luthor. I promised you that Ash wouldn't be in danger and... ellipses. I'm sorry.
I mean, it wasn't your fault. Like, you genuinely didn't know. It was so shocking to everyone, like...
Oliver said, but that doesn't change what I believe about the pocket watch. That watch and everyone tied to it is a bad influence in your life.
Okay, I need explanation. Oliver, okay. Pause here, okay? Because I just saved you all, okay?
Oliver...
I literally froze time to save you all. Like, you were literally moments away from death, and you're like, oh no, that pocket watch is still dangerous. Why? What?
Luthor narrowed his eyes. My counterpart and I are not Alvin.
Exactly.
We can decide to use the gifts that Alvin has given us to help Valencia.
For goodness sake, these people have no sense.
Oliver looked at Indra and said, Master Frost, will you take Ash to see a healer? I need to speak to Luthor alone.
What would you need to speak about? Oh my gosh, this isn't even involving Alvin.
Indra paused before nodding. She said, of course. Oliver said, and please don't tell the other masters that I haven't taken away the pocket watch. I will, but I'm just giving Luthor some time to say goodbye. Indra nodded and said, of course. Oliver said, A, C, go with Master Frost and help take care of Ash. Oliver said, A, C, go with Master Frost and help take care of Ash. I'll explain things later. A, C, said, okay. My top priority is making sure Ash is healed up anyways. Luthor took a deep breath and shook his head at Oliver. Indra moved towards Luthor. Luthor took a step back. I'm taking Ash to see Dr. Crawford. Indra said, I can't take Ash and A, C, to Dr. Crawford, Luthor. I know him. He is one of my drinking buddies in Ormhala. Oliver said, Luthor, you want to hear what I have to say? I'm not leaving Ash.
Yeah, come on.
Oliver said, once you hear what I have to say, I think you'll give up the pocket watch willingly to me.
have to say?
Luthor's eyes widened. Indra arched her brow, but didn't ask any questions. Luthor looked at Oliver. Luthor looked at Oliver. A moment of silence passed. Luthor slowly handed Ash over to Indra. Luthor slowly handed Ash over to Indra. Indra cradled Ash in her arms. She teleported away with Ash and A. See. Make it quick, Oliver. Oliver said, you asked me what made me realize that you are not the Luthor Timecrest I know. Oliver said, it was the way you spoke of King Janos and Valdorj. Are you saying the Luthor you knew spoke fondly of Valdorj? Luthor's voice sounds sarcastic. Oliver said, I know you're angry. I put Ash in danger. But that doesn't make what I'm going to tell you any less true. Oliver said, I met you when you were living inside the quarantine zone. You used to speak of King Janos and Valdorj with such disgust. Oliver said, but after the quarantine zones were abolished you never spoke of King Janos again. You didn't even like talking about Valdorj.
That is weird. That is weird. That is definitely weird.
Luthor paused. Riley also told me something similar. But maybe I was just trying to put the past behind me.
Yeah.
Luthor dug a nail into his palm. Oliver said, back then, you asked for my help on a memory deletion serum. Luthor dug his nail deeper into his palm. And what happened after? Oliver said, I don't know. You wanted to use the serum to erase King Janos' hatred towards humans and I thought that it was unethical to delete someone's memory without their permission. Luthor swallowed hard. Oliver said, I also thought a memory deletion serum in general sounded dangerous.
I mean, I get where he's coming from if it got into the wrong hands, but what if Luthor just made it for the sake of deleting, like, a specific memory, like, say for Ash's scar, right? What if Luthor just made it for deleting that memory, with Ash's permission, of course, and then just destroyed the serum, right? Like, no one would ever have to know about it.
Oliver said, but I always suspected you found a way to finish your serum and used it on King Janos. Luthor's eyes widened. Did my future self tell you he did that? Oliver shook his head. Oliver shook his head. I tried talking to you about it, but you wouldn't tell me anything. But seeing as humans are free from the quarantine zone, your serum must have worked. Luthor's voice sounded excited and he looked happy. That's great news. I've actually been thinking of working on a memory deletion serum. I need to find research my future self did. Oliver sighed with a frown before he said, before you start getting excited, King Janos isn't doing well.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is he sick? Oliver sighed again. Is he dying? Luthor lowered his gaze. Falling silent for a moment, he looked back up at Oliver. If he's dying, it can't be because of my serum. Oliver looked down at the ground and didn't answer. Oliver took a deep breath and looked Luthor in the eye. He said, I believe you're a good person, Luthor, but King Janos became unwell soon after humans were freed. Don't you think the timing is suspicious to say the least? Luthor shook his head. You're wrong about this, Oliver. You don't know me. You see, after an experiment went wrong when I was a kid in the quarantine zone, I realized I don't have it in me to hurt someone else for my gains. Oliver said, are you referring to Lieutenant Zone Valdorj?
He knows?
Luthor's eyes widened. He looked down at his bloody hands. I told you about the lieutenant. Oliver said, you did.
They must have genuinely been good friends if Luthor didn't even tell anyone in the past about him.
Oliver said, you trusted me enough to tell me about killing a man, but not about what you did to King Janos. Luthor took a step back from Oliver. He shook his head. None of this makes sense. I wouldn't test my serum unless it's safe, even on King Janos.
Yeah, I don't get that. I genuinely don't get that.
I would make sure my serum is completely safe before I used it on him.
Exactly.
Luthor squeezed his hands together, causing his raw, injured flesh to bleed more.
Oh my gosh,
Drops
no,
of
don't
blood
do
dripped to
that.
the ground.
Don't do that.
Luthor fell silent. Luthor fell silent. In a quiet tone, he said, do you think Alvin is right about me? That I am someone who can kill all the Valdorjans?
No. No! No, don't even think about that!
Oliver said, no. Like I said, I think you're a good person who has made some mistakes. But Oliver said, no. Like I said, I think you're a good person who has made some mistakes. I suspect you made a mistake with King Janos, but you're not a killer like the first human thinks you are.
Exactly.
But I'm not the Luthor you know. Oliver said, do you think you're a killer? No. Luthor, no. I learned my lesson from Lieutenant Zone Valdorj. Luthor shook his head. I wouldn't have used my serum on Janos unless I knew it was safe.
Exactly.
Luthor sighed. Tell me the story again of when I gave up the pocket watch. Oliver said, I met you in the quarantine zone. You had the pocket watch then. You spoke so well of your counterpart just like you're doing now. Oliver said, but after the quarantine zones were abolished, you gave up the pocket watch. You gave up on talking about King Janos with disgust.
That is genuinely strange. Like, even if he developed the memory deletion serum, what does a pocket watch have to do with it? There is so much we don't know.
Oliver said, "Doesn't that seem strange to you, Luthor?" Perhaps, Oliver said, "Doesn't that seem strange to you, Luthor?" Perhaps the watch influenced you to use the serum on King Janos when it wasn't safe to do so. Luthor looked down at the watch. "I could have just hidden the watch from you like I did today." Oliver stepped towards Luthor, eyeing the open pocket watch. Luthor backed up. Oliver stepped towards Luthor, eyeing the open pocket watch. Luthor backed away. "I'm not giving you my watch, Oliver." Oliver sighed. "My counterpart saved my life more than once now. My counterpart saved your life and Ash's and C's. And you're still telling me that I should be afraid." Oliver said, "I'm telling you to visit King Janos. It might help you remember something." Oliver looked at Luthor's injured hands and said, "But maybe you should see Dr. Crawford first so he can take care of your hands." Luthor looked down at the watch. Left square. Luthor looked down at the watch. Luthor closed the pocket watch. System message. Connection lost. 11 hours 59 minutes 3 seconds. System.
Okay. I'm sorry for not speaking for, like, a while now, but, like, I don't know. I still don't know what to think about the whole Crystalous situation. They went too far. I don't really know what to say about it. Guys, please comment down below any opinions or anything you have to say about it. Did I overreact, or at the beginning at least, or I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what to say, but hopefully Luthor's memory deletion serum actually, like, didn't actually do anything bad, and yeah, I guess we'll see what happens in 12 hours time.
The pocket watch clicked open. Luthor sat in the same waiting room he was in the last time he came to Valdorj. Luthor looked down at the watch face without saying anything. The Valdorian robot that serviced the waiting area said, "It is morning now, Master Timecrest. Can I get you some more water or some breakfast?" Luthor shook his head. "No, thank you. I just want to see King Janos."
Okay, so this is what's going on right now. I don't know. I don't know if... I hope that King Janos isn't actually, like, genuinely dying. Like, I'm kind of hoping Oliver was exaggerating about that because, oh my word.
The robot said, "Would you like to see the special creature on display today while you wait? It is a winged chimera." Luthor ignored the robot and returned his attention to the pocket watch. "Thank you for saving everyone."
It was truly my pleasure, honestly. Is everyone okay?
Ash is recovering.
Oh,
Dr.
thank
Crawford is still the
goodness.
best around.
Oh my gosh, thank God. Oh my
A,
gosh.
C, and Allison are both with Ash now.
That's okay, I'm genuinely happy to hear that. Oh my gosh, yes.
Luthor smiled a little. Ash stood up a little after A, C, brought over some champion cow noodles. Apparently it's pretty rare of A, C, to spend his own gold on someone else's food.
Oh.
Allison is making Dr. Crawford's life a living nightmare, I think. Allison is making Dr. Crawford's life a living nightmare, I think. She keeps on badgering him to pay more attention to Ash's needs. My mom tried to do her job as Dr. Crawford's assistant to reduce his contact with patients and their families, but she gave that up pretty soon and allied herself with Allison.
Wow.
Luthor shifted his
Yeah.
gaze away from the pocket watch for a bit. "I'm in Valdorj now. I've been here for a bit now.
How long?
I've been sitting here thinking, ellipses, that I should be honest with you." Luthor looked back down at the watch.
Okay.
When Oliver revealed all of those things about my future self, a big part of me denied it and pushed back on everything he said. But there was a part of me that did, for a moment, look at the pocket watch with some doubt.
Why? Why though? I mean, how'd you know that, like, the pocket watch had anything to do with the whole memory deletion thing? And, like, I don't know. I don't know, like, if it was something to do with Alvin, then, like, I get that, but, like, I don't know.
Obviously not of you, but because of the watch's connection to Alvin and the fact that we're helping Alvin in some way by continuing to talk to each other.
Yeah, but, like, we're not really helping him. Like, he said himself that he's not gonna literally participate in anything that happens. So, like, I don't think we're really helping him in any way. Like, that's important anyway.
Luthor shook his head. "So I didn't open the watch when I was with Ash at Dr. Crawford's." Luthor inhaled deeply. "I almost lost Ash. Because of you. I didn't. I should have let you be there when Dr. Crawford healed Ash. I should have let you see we were all okay because of you."
I mean, okay. hear me out. I really wish I could have been there. I genuinely do, because, I don't know, like, I feel like I want to know that, like, Ash is okay and everything, and that everyone is okay, but, like, I do kind of get where you're coming from with, like, not trusting, because, yeah, I don't know, like, that's what I've been saying this whole time, that I was shocked how trusting you were being, considering Alvin was also on the other side of the pocket watch, so I do get where you're coming from. It's still kind of, though, like, I don't know, like, I kind of wish I could have seen, like, Ash, you know?
Thank you.
I mean, you're welcome, but, you know.
System message. Yeah. I would have liked to be there when Ash got healed. 1 of 5 response. No problem. It's okay that you didn't open the pocket watch when you were at Dr. Crawford's. I understand what you're going through, so don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Just take care of yourself.
Exactly.
2 of 5. Do you still have doubts about the pocket watch? 3 of 4. How is your hand? 4 of 5. Who is this Dr. Crawford again, and how do you know him? 5 of. How is your. Who is this Dr. How? Do you, no problem. It's okay that you didn't open the pocket watch. Do you still have doubts?
I'm kind of tempted to either pick the second one or the fourth one, because, like, you know, I'll inquire about his hand.
How is your hand? 4. How is your hand? 4 responded. How is your hand? Descriptive. Luthor glanced down at the pulsating blue glow of the pocket watch for a moment. My hand is fine. Dr. Crawford healed my wounds.
That's good.
Luthor smiled a little. Thanks for asking.
I mean, you're welcome.
Luthor stood up from his seat as he heard footsteps approaching. Descriptive. Luthor stood up from his seat as he heard footsteps approaching. A hopeful expression crossed his face as he placed the open pocket watch back in his cloak pocket. Descriptive. A hopeful expression crossed his face as he placed the open pocket watch back in his cloak pocket. A Valdorian guard entered the room. He bowed to Luthor in the most minimalistic way and said, "The king is not available to see you today, Master Timecrest." Luthor sat back down again. "Tell King Janos that I'm not leaving until I see him." Descriptive. Tell King Janos that I'm not leaving until I see him. The guard said, "You already have the king's answer. I'm here to escort you out, Master Timecrest. You will simply..." The guard said, "You already have the king's answer. I'm here to escort you out, Master Timecrest. You will simply have to come back at another time." Luthor paused. "May I speak with Princess Annalise?" The guard said, "Princess Annalise is currently away from the Valdorian palace." "Where did she go?" The guard said, "That information is private." "I'll wait here for her then." The guard said, "If you do not leave willingly, Master Timecrest, I am authorized to use force."
Oh my gosh.
The guard sounded pleased as he said that last part.
What is... Okay. What has this guy done to you, guard?
"I'm not leaving." The guard approached Luthor and reached down to grab him by the arm. Levitas Ultimus, like air. Descriptive. Luthor transformed into wind and the guard grabbed nothing but air. Luthor reappeared in a different spot in the room. "I'm not sure if you're familiar with the spell I just used, but I can't stay in wind form for as long as I'd like." The guard eyed Luthor with frustration. He said, "Come with me now, Master Timecrest." Heavy footsteps were heard approaching. High Commander Valdorj stepped into the room.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
Descriptive help. Heavy footsteps were heard approaching. High Command. The guard immediately fell to one knee and saluted the High Commander by showing the Valdorian tattoo on his wrist. The guard said, "High Commander Valdorj, please forgive me for not having finished my duty of escorting out Master Timecrest." Valdorj said, "Leave us."
What is going on?
The guard nodded and left. Luthor eyed High Commander Valdorj from across the waiting room. Luthor eyed High Commander Valdorj from across the waiting room. Valdorj looked exactly like he did 16 years ago, benefiting from his Valdorian genetics.
Lucky him.
"Hello, High Commander." Valdorj said, "Are you here to finally undo what you did to my king, Luthor Timecrest?"
Okay. Okay, then it is bad.
Valdorj said, "Ever since the quarantine zones were abolished, you've never requested to see King Janos, but so far, you've been here twice already. You must have a cure, right?" Luthor took a deep breath and looked into Valdorj's serious eyes. "What exactly did I do to King Janos?" Valdorj paused, charging across the room, his stride so long that he closed the distance between him and Luthor in a matter of seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Valdorj grabbed Luthor's shoulders and pressed him against the wall.
Okay.
He said, "Don't you dare joke with me about this, Luthor Timecrest."
He's not joking, trust me, he's not.
Luthor continued to look Valdorj in the eyes. "I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I don't remember what I did to King Janos. I need to know what I did if I'm ever going to reverse it." Valdorj paused again, while still holding Luthor against the wall. After a while he said, "You're saying that you don't remember what you did to King Janos?" Yes? Valdorj said, did you test your wretched concoction on yourself and erased your own memories by accident? Luthor arched his brow. A moment passed. A moment passed. Yes? I have been doing tests on myself. So I need you to help me remember what happened, High Commander Valdorj.
Okay, I get where he's coming from, but now it's gonna sound... I don't even know if he'll want to help him now, because it just sounds like Luthor's just, like, coming here for the fun of it, for some reason or something. I know he's not, obviously, like, he wants to see King Janus to, like, I don't know, see if he can help her or whatever he wants to do, but still, you know?
Valdorj let Luthor go. Valdorj shook his head and said, a part of me hopes that you'll end up in worse shape than my king. You deserve the worst of fates, Luthor Timecrest.
What did he do? Oh my gosh!
Valdorj sighed and said, but the other part of me knows you might be my king's last hope.
If he is literally saying that to Luthor, Luthor of all people, this guy is saying that to Luthor, how bad is this? I'm actually, oh my god.
Valdorj said, come with me. You need to see what you did. System message, Valdorj is teleporting Luthor. Luthor stood on a teleportation cliff in an empty, dimly lit room with one tall door. There were no windows in the room. High Commander Valdorj walked up to the door and placed a key inside the keyhole, opening the door. Valdorj motioned for Luthor to enter the room. After Luthor entered, Valdorj closed the door behind him. Luthor found himself in another empty, dimly lit room with no windows. There was yet another door in front of him. Valdorj walked up to that door and placed his hand on a crest. The door opened. Once again, Valdorj motioned for Luthor to step inside first before following Luthor and closing the door behind him. This room was dimly lit without windows, but it wasn't empty. Luthor looked in front of him, at Janus who lay chained to her bed, drooling, his eyes focusing on nothing in particular.
Oh my... What? What?
Luthor looked in front of him. Luthor swallowed hard as Valdorj walked past him and over to Janus. Valdorj took out a handkerchief and wiped away the drool from the corner of Janus' mouth. Janus said, Bilak Black, Baba, ellipsis. Valdorj said, King Janus is having an episode again. Times when he's himself and lucid are, ellipsis, getting few and far between.
That is so weird and worrying, and oh my gosh, I kind of feel bad for King Janus of all people. What?
I did this to him?
Yeah, what? What's with that? How did Luthor do... Luthor of all people, why would he wouldn't do that though? Like, he wouldn't test it on King Janus. Maybe he was like framed or something? What?
Valdorj said, you did. You found a way to make him forget about Timecrest, and by doing so, you took away his mind.
That's so... What? What? Oh my...
Luthor's eyes widened. How did it happen? Valdorj paused and said, you injected King Janus with something that erased his memories of Timecrests. Afterwards, my king abolished the quarantine zones, and soon after that he had his first episode.
That genuinely sounds horrible. What? Oh my gosh.
Valdorj looked down at Janus. Janus ogled Valdorj and gargled some more gibberish. Valdorj squeezed his hands shut and said, I should never have let you get that close to my king. I should have protected him, but I failed.
I feel bad for everyone in this situation. Like, Valdorj and, like, Janus, like, there's no... Why would Luthor do that, though? Like, he would test it on in some way first. Like, there's no way he would actually do that. What? Why would he do it? Why would he actually do that?
Luthor dug his nail into his palm. Is he dying? Valdorj said, death would be a blessing. Valdorj said, he's choosing to remain alive for the sake of Valdorj. Each time he is lucid, he makes a public appearance. Valdorj paused before saying, but it's King Janus' express wish to be killed after Princess Annalise finds a Valdorian suitor and descends the throne on her wedding day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys, this poor guy. Like, this poor man is literally, like, lying, unable to stop himself from basically, like, I don't know, losing it?
System message, but what if Annalise likes King Roger? One of two, say nothing. Two of two respond,
say nothing. I don't that response is, I don't know.
Responded, say nothing. Janus said, Gerblo, Fribble, sa, ellipsis. Luthor closed his eyes and winced. When he opened his eyes, Valdorj was before him, on one knee. High Commander, Valdorj said, please tell me you're still working on finding a cure for whatever you inflicted on King Janus. He said, King Janus wants me to take his life. Valdorj said, how can I take the life of my king whom I've sworn to protect? How can I take the life of my friend?
Oh my gosh, guys, I can't. I can't. This poor guy. This poor guy, he's literally like, he's watching, like, I don't know, like, his friend, basically, his, like, the person who, again, like he said, he has to, like, you know, defend and everything with his life, is asking him to kill him. Like, oh my god.
Valdem's voice sounded hoarse. He started coughing. Valdem covered his mouth. After he lowered his hand, Luthor saw blood.
Oh my gosh.
Are you okay, High Commander? Valdem said, I've never fully recovered from the injuries I sustained when Princess Riley became possessed that night on the Sovereign Eye.
Really? Oh my god. Guys. I can't.
Luthor squeezed his hands together into fists.
This poor man.
Valdem said, I find it odious that I won't be seeking revenge for the suffering Princess Riley endured that night, but I promise to make sure my king doesn't come after Timecrests or humans again.
Oh my gosh, he literally promised. Oh my... Okay.
Valdem said, I swear there won't be any more quarantine zones. I'll make sure you have nothing to lose by giving back King Janos' mind. Luthor Timecrest.
This guy is literally promising that. Like, things are genuinely bad. Things are genuinely really, really bad.
Luthor looked away and swallowed hard. This is the reason why you haven't tried to kill me for what I did to King Janos? Valdem said, believe me, I've done so many horrible things to you in my imagination, but killing you won't benefit my king at all. Ironically, like I said before, you're King Janos' last hope. Valdem said, the rule breaker machines failed to heal my king's mind. Have you tried Dr. Crawford? He has special healing abilities, something called the gift. Valdem said, I tried everything. I even found the crazy doctor, Fulgur, after he left Valdorj to see if he can help. All he did was laugh at me and tell me whoever did this to my king is brilliant.
Am I surprised? Friggin' Fulgur being unhelpful.
Valdem had a coughing fit again. After the coughing finally stopped, he said, I'm still trying to locate the first mage to see if he could help. He said, you're my last hope to save my king and friend, Luthor Timecrest.
Oh my god.
Valdem continued to kneel in front of Luthor.
He's asking the guy who did this to King Janos, apparently, for the cure, saying that he's his last hope. Oh my god.
May I have a few moments alone with King Janos? Maybe it'll help me remember. Maybe it'll help me remember. I promise I won't do anything to him. Valdem's expression changed to one of anger. He rose from his kneeling position and said, you've already inflicted the worst thing you can on my king. Valdem said, you'd be stupid to not realize that there's nothing more you can do to hurt him now, Luthor Timecrest. Luthor dug his nail into his palm. Valdem walked over to the king's bedside and bowed, showing his Valdorian tattoo in salute. Janos didn't even look at Valdem. He started laughing at the ceiling. Valdem sighed and walked past Luthor, leaving the room.
Okay, guys, I think I'll actually have to end it here. I don't even know. This is so weird. Like, King Janos of all people. King Janos, guys. Like, he was so, like, powerful and everything. And he instated the quarantine zones. And now he's just, like, lying chained to a bed. Like, it's just not right. I don't know. It's just not right. So, I don't know. Hopefully, I really hope Luthor can fix this somehow. I don't know how he's gonna do it. Like, I've no idea. Like, but I really hope he is able to fix it because I feel really bad, you know? So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and, stick around till next time to see what crazy things happen, I guess.